Hi everyone, it's Natasha, and thank you for clicking on my video, and thank you for visiting my channel as well. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button down below. I really love when people join my channel or subscribe to my channel, as well as if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to drop a line and just say hello. I love reading all those comments as well. So I want to talk about the Graco Pack and Play Nimble Nook First Impression. No, my baby didn't come out yet, but I did make a video, I think it was yesterday, and my husband was very excited, so I wanted, I kind of thought, why don't I just do an unboxing so people can see what it looks like outside the box, because it does come in a kind of a skinny rectangular, like a really long rectangular box, and that video should be down below. Everything that I'm going to talk about, everything that is related to what I talk about is always going to be down below in the description box. So always feel free to read all my description box, because I try to make it I try to make it as easy as everybody. And I put so many links in there, so try to check them all out. So anyway, my husband put it together, and let me see if I could just do this and show you guys what it looks like. Right there. So, just because, this is my first baby, and I don't know a lot of baby stuff. I don't know a lot of other stuff, and I'm pretty sure there are people out there that are just very curious about what this product is going to look like. So I was a little bit disappointed because there's a little bit of fraying on the top, and this is detachable. This comes on the very top. You put it on top. So these are some kind of foam based item, and it has Velcro on it, and you can take it off to wash it, which is great, because I will probably be doing that very periodically. I'm allergic to dust, and I'm pretty sure babies, that's not a good thing to be covered in dust as well, and any kind of dirt. It does have some kind of warning label on here, possible entanglement or strangulation injury. So just make sure, if you're not comfortable with the stars on top of here, you can just take it off and not use it. So it's attached with Velcro, and the Velcro's kind of small to me. The one on the strap is double the length. So, when you put your baby on here, I'm assuming the baby is going to be closer to being a newborn than not. So, because it's a 2-layer pack and play. And remember this was the outer layer, if you remember when I took it out of the box. Now this doubles as a mattress, and if you want to put the baby on the top, and they just want to take a nap, you really have to put this down, because if not, all it has is a mesh net and two metal bars on there, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a good thing. This actually is this is when you do double it like this, because it expands the widest this way. You see that? So the way you're gonna put this in this way is gonna be in the bottom. The way in the top is what my husband kind of thought was to do it this way, halfway, so it kind of doubles it up. And when you kind of double it up, it does help to kind of add a little bit more cushion to there. I don't think this is, if there are people out there that, on a budget, obviously everybody's on a budget. If you're, this will not be like a permanent crib, because we kind of thought, I honestly don't want to get too many things, because I've heard of a lot of stories of new parents and brand new parents buying too many things and not really using most of them, at least 50% of the things you get. But this is one of the items that we did get at the baby shower. So we kind of thought, we'll see what's going to happen and what else we're going to need after the shower. And just to let you know, you're still going to need a crib, okay? Because this is not very thick, and you know, your baby is going to have softer bones and it's going to be developing a lot. So I wouldn't really advise that. I think my husband assembled this pretty quick. And it was, I think, about 10 to 20 minutes by himself. I did hear him say a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have liked, especially if I was around. I was in a different room. And the top part is detachable. I don't really know how he put this together because I was not around, as I said. But, so here we go. You can take it off. Hold on. So you take this thing off first, obviously, if you put it on there. You really have to, because I'm going to show you. It's just metal rings. I mean metal bars, and I'm going to show it to you when I take it off. So this is the top mesh that I'm detaching right now. And supposedly this can vibrate. This is why there's a wire. There's something attached. And this is probably, this is where you put in the battery. So essentially, this part is, you need a size D battery, which kind of does look like a AA, but bigger. Because my husband does take this out. I don't know how he took it out, but I think he put something in here. You can't just manually take it out. There's nothing to pop it out by where your hand. You have to use something to pop it inside. And when he showed me, it's a battery kind of this long and kind of like it's really thick. It's kind of a thicker version of a AA. So this is what it looks like. You see these bars? This is one of the bars, and this is the other bar. You see that? So you can't just put your baby on top of that without the outer layer, or if you want to add your own mattress, which is fine, if you can find the size for that. In the bottom, it is very hard. It is just one very thin layer of, I would suspect, kind of nylon kind of material. And so if you want to put your baby in the bottom, you have to extend it this way. And this is the top part because this is where the foam is. This in the back is really hard. I suspect it's some kind of metal material. So you have to spread it out completely all the way. So like I said, it's not very thick when you spread it all the way. So if you want as well, I mean, that would probably be a temporary solution as well. It does feel kind of nice. I mean, it's not like it's not like you can feel the metal underneath it. I mean, the metal bars. So it is constructed pretty well. And for me to be able to detach it pretty fast, I'm pretty impressed about that. Because I'm the type of person that thinks for the worst and prepares for the worst, so that when the time comes, I'm ready and I'm not going to be unprepared, and I have everything that I need if in case the situation arises. So that's how I am. I plan everything. I plan all sorts of scenarios in my head. And I make sure if any of those scenarios, or all of those scenarios do happen, I am well prepared. I have everything that I need, skill-wise, equipment-wise, thought-wise, mental-wise, everything. So, this fell. So, it took me probably less than a minute to detach the top, and less than a minute again to attach everything else. I mean, already assembled, obviously, but just the divider on the top and the kind of like a mattress, foam mattress in the bottom. It is quite thin, so if you, it is made sturdy. Like it's not like flimsy or anything. So if you prefer to just keep it that way, you know, I mean, it's just gonna be a nap for your baby, then that's up to you. To me, I feel like, you know, you still need a mattress that is a few inches thick. That's just me. I'm not telling anybody there to, you know, if you don't want to get a crib or you don't have it in your budget right now or, you know, stuff like that. I'm not telling you you need to do this, do this. No. This is just my personal preference and my personal opinion. And I mean, I do remember when I was younger that I've had cousins and I've seen babies sleep on this thing for for hours all day, you know, and they didn't seem like they were in pain. They didn't seem like they were not getting the rest or they're uncomfortable. Plus, I never really, you know, they're grown now and I've never really heard of anything that they had any kind of problems growing up, development or anything. So, and obviously that was at least 10, 15 years ago. So to me, if the technology back then was able to support a baby, I'm pretty sure it's the newer technology now is still fine with that. It's just my personal preference that I would prefer a thicker mattress in here, or just something thicker on there. So it's up to you what you want to do. However, I do suggest to keep the what it comes with in the bottom. And if you want to put a mattress on top, put it on top, just because this is really engineered and designed to be on this particular platform. So it will probably also be a barrier in between the bars and the metal compared to the mattress. You know what I mean? So it probably, because I think if you just put the mattress all together, I think the mattress is going to deteriorate and the mattress is going to probably just get defective quicker because the mattress isn't really built to have only a few metal things or it's like certain metal parts that protrude in it. So there you go. I think the next time I'm going to make a video of this is probably, I already have my baby out so that I could give you a review on it to see. I did mention that it does vibrate, and I believe because we didn't really get the battery, we didn't know it came with a, you know, I didn't know it was battery operated. Maybe I did, but just to let you know, I did the baby registry list all by myself. My husband was too busy to help me. All he did was check everything out when I had everything down, and I asked him if there's anything that I missed. He said everything looked good. So I did all the legwork. I did all the research, and I might have remembered it said you know, you need batteries for it. But I really wasn't very concerned about that because I do have a glider swinger rocker type of for my baby. And because it's already been unboxed, I can't really unbox it for you guys. I will probably do a first impression on it just so you guys can see how it looks like too. And I'm really impressed on all the baby stuff going on because it's very, very easy and it's very fast to use, attach, detach, all this. It's very convenient, and I think it's because they know, you know, moms are going to be sleep deprived, they're going to be tired, they're not going to probably want to buy something that takes them 10 minutes to take apart just so they could use a different part of the product versus something that they can take apart in 30 seconds. And, you know, it's a 2-in-1 type of item, stuff like that. I think a lot of companies now focus on that. And, you know, when you are buying a lot of these things, you do want to get an item that does function more than one. Because first, it takes up space. Second, it costs money. And it's not going to be, you know, you're not going to be using it for 10 years. Third, your baby's gonna grow so constantly, so fast, that a lot of these items are probably gonna be used only for a few months, not even a year. So to me, I wanted to get items, and I wanted to add items on my list, and we're gonna only get items that I know will actually be like efficiently used. It's not just gonna sit there and be used one time or 1 month. I mean, aside from clothes, because that's inevitable, your baby's gonna grow. But for the furniture wise, for equipment wise, for toys, for a lot of different things, I did my research and I wanted to get something that I know, because a pack and play, you're probably gonna put your child here for a few years when they want to take a nap, probably until 2 years old, I would think, that I remember. Yeah, probably around 2, maybe 3, depending on how your baby is going to react to that. So, you know, I'm thinking something like this, it's really going to be efficient and it's really going to be utilized. So that's how I've been kind of shopping. That's how I've been adding on my my list of my baby registry list. I didn't want to, you know, ask someone to get me something that was ornamental, that would never be used, and it would just sit there and just, I would feel like it was such a waste of money and such a waste of space. And that's just how I am. I'm not a hoarder. I don't like to keep so many things that it's not efficient in my life. So there you go. This is my first impression for the Graco Pack and Play Nimble Nook first impression. I will link down below where you can get this in a really reasonable price by Amazon. Also, anything related to this, just hit in the description box, and there's so many links there that, you know, if you are curious and you want to window shop online, like a virtual window shop, which I love to do all the time, I'm going to provide so many lists. It will keep you occupied and busy and entertained. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and watching my video. I hope you will subscribe to my channel and be a part of my family. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.